Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Bean, and welcome back to another show, another video, and a brand new episode. And of course, you know, you're now rocking with the best. You know, y'all guys missed that intro. It's been such a long time since I've done a proper video. I felt like it was only right after I beat this game. This game gave me hell. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It gave me hell, but I'm going to tell you, this probably was one of the most satisfying games that I've ever beaten. And is it the greatest game ever? No, not by far. But it's quickly becoming one of my favorite games. I really enjoy it. You can see my technique is so flawless in this video that it just can't even be duplicated or replicated. You see what I'm saying? But I really, really enjoyed this game. I'm not a fan of From Software games for the most part. I did not like Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3, and I didn't really like Bloodborne, so I never really even tried to delve into them. But this game spoke to me. And what I liked about this game, of course, the difficulty was really, it was pretty hard, especially for somebody like me who are not used to From Software games. But what made this game so fun and so rich for me was the fact that overcoming all this stuff. And I know that may sound corny and it may sound cheesy to some extent, but it was like I'm learning so much of how to get better at this game. And it just felt so good to beat these mini bosses and the big bosses. The video right here, even though it's in my previous video, it's not in here, when I fought the Demon of Hatred, to me was the hardest guy I had to fight. I didn't fight the second hour, but the Demon of Hatred really was just difficult. And it was more so, hey, I got to really learn how to fight this dude, to fight this character. But it was so fun. It was so enjoyable. And fighting this last guy, Ishin, the Saint Sword or whatever, I may have said Sword Saint, I might have said his name wrong. It was satisfying. It was exhilarating. Each time I beat a boss and finally beat one of these bosses that was giving me hell because I actually learned more by playing this game and trying to play it the proper way, it felt really good. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, hey, yo, I didn't watch any guides. I did watch guides and see how to beat some of the guys, but it's still, you still have to execute. That's the biggest thing. You still have to execute. If you don't execute, it doesn't matter. Just like in sports and anything, it doesn't matter how much you scout a team. If you don't execute when it's game time, it doesn't matter. But this game really tested my patience. I've had more passion with this game than I've had with any other game. Like when I played Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry was a good game. It was fun to play, but I never felt like it was challenging me so much. Just like I couldn't turn the difficulty down, not that I turned it on easy or anything, but most games I play on normal, you just had to play it just to play it and get better. As the people would say, you got to get good. Some of these bosses to me were very memorable, and it's so great with this. What's so great about this game, when you finally achieve victory and beat a boss, and you go back and just start playing the earlier levels, and you're like, wow, this doesn't seem as tough as it once was. That's because you've actually learned how to play the game. You see what I'm saying? You've learned how to play it, and you've gotten much better. And also with this game, you still can't underestimate the enemies. Because the enemies, with all the health and all this vitality I got, you can still die in a few shots. And that's what I like about this game. This game made me grow personally and also as a gamer. I can't wait till part 2 come out for this. I'm just wondering. The lore seems to be pretty good. I couldn't follow it too much while playing the game, but I'm watching stuff on YouTube and other people giving the background in this game. It's pretty deep. The lore is pretty deep, at least in my opinion. You may not think that, but this is a game that I think everybody should play, and it's gonna make you rage. It's gonna make you feel passion for the game. That's the biggest credit that I can give to this game. It makes you feel passion for a game. Like, we've become so jaded, especially as a content creator, is the fact that, we can figure out how to beat a game and you just beat it just to beat it. Sometimes you just play games just to chill with your friends, but this was more of a personal game of overcoming obstacles and overcoming a lot of hard times. And it just made me a better I feel like it made me a better gamer. It made me more confident in my skills, even though it took me a little bit longer to beat this game than most people. But it still doesn't change the fact that this game is a wonderful game. I think FromSoft did a great job with this game. I think they know guys should be commended. This game does not need an easy mode. It may need an accessibility mode if you're disabled, but it does not need an easy mode. You just have to take the time and actually play the game. It's more so of learning how to play versus having it given to you. You know what I'm saying? So I failed a whole bunch of time in this game. I don't know how many times my character died, but I put a lot of hours in this game, and like I said, I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And people who sit there and complain about the game, I'm not gonna say it's not warranted. There's some things they should have done better, maybe. I can't point them out right now because I'm doing this commentary on the fly, but it's not a bad game. This is a game I think everybody, if you got an Xbox, PlayStation, I don't think Nintendo Switch has it, but you should own this game. If you got a PC, you should own it. I think this kind of reminds me of Ninja Gaiden. And Ninja Gaiden 2 was like my favorite Ninja Gaiden game of all time, and that game was super hard. I mean, it was really hard. So, this kind of reminds me of that. I like the fact that you just got the sword. You ain't got all these other mystical, magical upgrades. It's just a simple, old school game, basically. Put your skills versus the computer. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I think this game is just great. I think it's fantastic. I think it's phenomenal. And of course, I'm giving all these superlatives of the game. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect game. And but it does test your skills and test what you learn, and kind of goes back on itself sometimes, like especially when you're fighting against the demon of hatred, where you're only blocking, but you are dodging more. But you learn how to think. That's another thing. It teaches you how to think more, or what you can do to, I don't say exploit the AI, but as far as learning about what you can and cannot do in this fight. So, my thoughts on the game, once again, it's a great game. I enjoyed it. I was so excited when I beat this last guy. I know I gave him away, but you're going to see me come through in the clutch. And I've been rewatching this video several times because it was just amazing. My character should have been dead 7 times over, because honestly, I didn't think I was going to beat him this time. I was just playing it just to play, and I was surprised, like, oh snap, I'm actually on the final stage. I'm on this final form. Am I really going to beat this guy right now? I was like, nah, I probably won't, but maybe I will. So it's crazy. If you look there, I'm out of my gourd seeds. I'm not even using the firecracker. Not using none of that stuff there. I'm at half health. I really just don't have nothing. I don't know how. The only thing that should have been done, that should have been it right there, right? But I didn't even realize that I had another life right there, as you see that. And I was like, oh snap. Okay, I'm still alive. Half my health. And this is where it seems like this is cinematic, like a movie right here. I'm telling you, this was freaking amazing. Look at me, boy, get in there, look at that. Lightning shot, look at that. I'm trying to do everything to break this guy's poise. And I don't know how I got so lucky. You will see in just a moment when it comes up. I got super lucky. Because my health is going to drop down to basically 1%. And somehow I still pull out the victory. That day I got lucky too. See, there it is. There's my 1% right there. There you go, coming through in the clutch. I ran for my life. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? What is he going to do? I'm going to attack here. And I was like, oh my God, I got him. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it at the time. I swear to God, I was like, I took a chance on attacking him then, which normally I wouldn't have. But I got fortunate. And like I said, it was one of the most satisfying victories that I ever had in the game. And I'm so proud of myself that I actually didn't give up on this game, didn't quit on it, and I beat it. So I joined the ranks of everybody else who beat this game. And most people will say, hey, you shouldn't measure yourself by other people. But I'm so happy I joined the ranks of my man, Work Birdie. Shout out to Work Birdie. Shout out to Marco for giving me support, too. That's my man right there. And that's it. Well, I'm getting ready to sign out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that sub button. It's your boy, King Bean. And I'll holler at you dudes later, man. One love. Peace.